Hello, this is Dee from dmiddleton.com. Today we'll be giving you some simple tips on how to do a clutter clean out of your entire home. Welcome to my year-long Thorough Declutter series. We declutter 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Did you know U.S. consumers buy 40% of the world's toys, but bear only 3% of the world's children? Most people wear 20% of their clothing 80% of the time. People do not look at 80% of the papers and information they keep. The U.S. Department of Energy reports that 1/4 of people with two-car garages have so much stuff in there that they can't park a car. According to the National Soap and Detergent Association, getting rid of clutter would eliminate 40% of housework in the average home. 9.4% of U.S. households rent a storage unit. Let's look at how clutter affects us. Messy homes and workspaces leave us feeling anxious, helpless, and overwhelmed. Yet rarely is clutter recognized as a significant source of stress in our lives. Clutter distracts us by drawing our attention away from what our focus should be on. Clutter also makes it more difficult to relax, both physically and mentally. Clutter constantly signals to our brains that our work is never done. In the home office or in the workspace, clutter inhibits creativity and productivity by invading the open spaces that allow most people to think, brainstorm, and problem solve. Clutter creates feelings of guilt and embarrassment, especially when others unexpectedly drop by our homes or workspaces. Clutter makes us anxious because we're never sure what it's going to take to get through to the bottom of the pile. Clutter can be found to be making us feel stressed, anxious, and depressed. And research found that the levels of the stress hormone cortisol were higher in mothers whose home environment was cluttered. Now let's look at some of the benefits of decluttering. Number one, less stuff equals less to clean and keep organized. Number two, more appreciation for what you have. If you have minimal belongings, you'll care for them differently than if you had plenty at your disposal. Less chaos and stress. Minimalism has the benefit of lots of empty space, or in other words, more breathing room. More money you get to keep. If you cherish and care for what you already have, you'll find you spend less and keep more of your hard earned cash. Mental clarity and more energy. You get to do more of the things you love if you aren't constantly working to clean and care for a large amount of possessions. An added benefit to decluttering is that you can bless someone else if you have good items that you need to rehome. You'll even begin to shop more thoughtfully. You'll be more likely to only purchase what you really need if you are fully aware of what you already have. Like pulling weeds from your garden, you can appreciate the visual improvement your decluttering efforts will create. It is gratifying to look over a job and feel a sense of accomplishment. By decluttering your home, you're creating visual and actual peace. Have you ever completed a task that involved a huge visual improvement? Number nine is time. Think of all the time it takes to do a huge declutter. You will gain that time back if you don't refill the space that you cleared. The reason is that it takes far less time to clean a space that is free from extra stuff. And finally, number 10, you'll enjoy more pleasant relationships with the ones you love who share your space. It is far easier to cuddle up with your little ones and read a book if the books are neatly organized and there's a clean spot to sit and snuggle. What if you could eliminate the clutter for good? I designed this year-long Declutter series to help you slowly and permanently declutter your entire home. What to expect from me? You will receive a daily declutter task for the specific room we are working on. We will move step by step through the process to declutter every room and every space within your home. Currently, we are working on the first bathroom. Your daily task for today, May the 2nd, 2022, is to declutter your perfumes and body sprays. Here are a few guidelines and tips. Number one, you'll want to declutter any unwanted items. Number two, get rid of items that you haven't used in a year. And number three, declutter any scents that you never plan to use. Here are a few more tips on how to declutter. Number one, we only spend time on the specific daily task. Do not get sidetracked or distracted during your declutter. Work within a time of day that you have the most energy and stamina. Listen to your body and work at decluttering when you feel the most alert and energized. Number four, avoid thinking too long about whether to keep or discard an item. This is one specific way you can be ruthless when decluttering. And number five, avoid cleaning during your declutter. Getting rid of clutter is the priority. Cleaning can be accomplished later. Now let's look at some supplies you'll need to declutter. Number one, boxes, preferably ones that you can donate. Avoid plastic storage bins because you may be tempted to just store the items and never part with them. Two, you'll need some sturdy trash bags. And three, you'll need a marker or a pen to label your boxes. Now let's look at 5 simple steps to declutter any space. Number one, start by eliminating trash first. Number two, sort your items by category if needed, so you can see what you have. Number three, get rid of duplicate items, broken items, outgrown clothing and shoes, anything you never plan to use again. Number four, box up your donations and trash or recycle the rest. And number five, select a charity to donate your items. Some allow you to schedule a pickup online. This works especially well for those oversized items that you may not be able to haul away yourself, such as furniture. Leave a comment below and let me know what you are decluttering today. Also, head over to dmiddleton.com to subscribe and get your free homemaking ebook. You can also find my declutter printables and deep cleaning printables over at dmiddleton.com.